Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Brian Easy, just coming back to you guys today with a review and quality test of the Xenyx 1002 or 1002. Now this is pretty much identical to the 802 or the 802, and the reason why I think is because this one has only 2 extra line-ins than the 802. But anyway, that's the box, guys. It comes very well packaged. I must admit, kudos to Behringer. It comes really well packaged. I like the boxing, it's solid and it looks good. Simple and good. So this is the unit itself, guys. This is what I'm going to be reviewing today. Now, before you switch off and say, oh, it's just another review, if you have a computer or a laptop or anything, you may be interested in watching this, guys, because this unit, and the reason why I like this unit so much, is because it complements your onboard audio so well. It addresses the weaknesses of onboard audio, and I'm going to have no problems in recommending these things in my future $1,000 builds, guys, because they are so good. And basically with the onboard audio nowadays, they've got the really good DACs and the really good ADCs, but they lack the amplification, and this thing makes up for that by giving you 2 microphone preamps which will amp your microphone and give it a really noiseless signal, and also it'll give your headphones a nice boost, okay? So basically, guys, I only leave my headphone control up 1/3 and it blows my ears up almost. It is unbelievable. This thing is so loud for headphones. You'll get a noiseless, really good high signal from it, and it just really complements it well. So let's go over what the features of this unit. Now, first off, we'll go into a quality check, and it's got little soles there that'll, they're not rubberized, but they are pretty good. They'll grip any surface pretty well. Now, the bottom is made of steel, so it feels really well built, and all the ports and everything on the knobs and everything like that feel really good. So these feel really stiff, and they have a center little click to know that you're in the middle. So when you go to the center, it'll kind of have this little jiggered click, and it feels really good. Now, if you get a closer look there, the microphone preamps here, guys, there's got 2 of these, and they're phantom powered, which means basically they can take condenser microphones or just traditional dynamic microphones, or any microphone basically. So you can just flick that on and off. So if you're using a condenser microphone, turn that on and it'll power both the ports. Now basically it's also got on the microphone ports equalizers, guys. So you can change the highs, the mids, and the lows on the fly really quickly. It's also got a low cut, guys, so if there's a lot of bass in the background, you can just put that on and it'll cut the noise off, so it'll get only 80 Hz and over. So now, guys, let's have a look here. It also got the FX control. If you're sending FX into this, it can up the FX signals or lower them. So anyway, and then it has the balance here. So obviously if you put it to the right, it's going to focus more on the right channel, left on the left channel. And it's got the level there, which is another volume adjustment to the gain. So it's got the gain there, guys. And if you turn that all the way up, it's huge. It's absolutely massive, okay? So this thing will give you massive volume for your microphone. It'll give you massive amplification. But it will start to get noisy if you put it, say, up to about there. But I'll do a quality check later, guys, and I'll have it at about these settings. So minus 25 here, minus 25 here, and this up 2/3 and this down a little bit. I find this is the best setting for your microphone, and it gives it really good signal and pretty noiseless. So anyway, we'll do that check later. So it's got 2 of these channels, guys, so if you're doing a little podcast setup and you have people over in your room, you want to interview, you can have 2 microphones going at once, which is very good. Awesome feature, and it'll amp both those signals to your computer. So if your computer's got a line in and a microphone in, which mine does as well, you can actually give it 2 separate channels. But we'll go into that later. So basically you do it all into one channel, which is what I would do anyway. So it gives you a lot of options basically too. Now this is another thing, if you've got instruments like drums or guitars, I don't, so I don't really focus on this, but it's got more line-ins. It's got another additional 8 line-ins. If you've got the 802, that'll give you an extra 6 line-ins, and it'll cut 2 of these channels off. But since this is the 1002, it has an extra 8 line-ins for drums, guitars, whatever you put into it, and you can mix it here with the volume levels. It doesn't have the EQs for these line-ins, but that's okay. For users like me and you, this is perfect. Now, basically the headphone signal, guys, you need a stereo jack adapter, which these things are dirt cheap, so you can pick these up, I think $2 or $1, a Sony one I found lying around my house. Bang, in she goes, and your headphones now can go, you can, amplify your headphones through this, and it'll give you a really quality, really high-powered signal. So basically, guys, this is where you plug your headphones in, and this is where you, over here to the right, is where you plug in your headphone line in from the computer. So it'll come into here, via this one. So in will take the computer in from your signal, from your computer's out, and it'll come into here. And then out will give it the microphone signal to send out to your computer, if that makes sense. So basically this is the in for your headphone. This is the headphones that goes to your green plug in your computer. This goes to your red or your blue to your computer. And here's the button here that you want to push in. So this button here, CD tape to control room, this will send your headphone signal directly to this control room here, so a separate channel, which will make this in go to only one channel by itself, so you won't hear the microphone. If you turn that off, you can hear your microphone directly. Now this is another really good feature, because if you're not sending the signal to your computer, if I was to send this signal, for instance, to my camera, it would be direct, okay, and I could hear the audio that's going into my camera without having to, delete or play back any settings. So I can do a quality check on the fly, so which is really good, guys. It's a really good setting to have. Now, basically, the last thing is the control room, and the last thing I want to talk about, is the main mix. It's got a main mix volume, which is your master volume, and that'll control the overall volume. So if you see this here, it's also got these lights here to clip. So when it's clipping, guys, you basically want to turn this knob down, and that'll, dampen the power that's coming out from your microphone or from your headphones or whatever. So it's letting you know the signal, and basically if it's clipping, it's cutting out, it's distorting. So you don't want to do that. Now the power button is a really light blue, like it's really blue. It is very strong, but it doesn't really matter. I put mine away from my computer where I can't even see it. And at night time, it's actually pretty cool. It kind of lights the place up, your room, your dark room, with a nice extra blue light. I've got heaps of blue lights on my computer anyway. And the 48 volt power, that's just to let you know when phantom power is on and off. So yeah, guys, overall it's a feature packed unit. It feels pretty heavy. It's about, I think it's a kilo, I don't know, maybe a kilogram. But it feels really well built, guys. And people giving this thing bad reviews or whatever for noise or whatever, you do got to earth it. So my computer's earthed, and now this is plugging directly into my computer, and my computer's earthed. So basically it's getting a noiseless signal. So it's really good, guys. Overall, I give this unit a 5 out of 5. If you guys are buying a new computer nowadays with really good onboard audio, you'd want to get one of these. They're going out cheap, even the 502, guys. So if you're only into doing, occasional YouTube video and you want your headphones to have a really good signal, get the Xenyx 502. They're like $25, I think. They're very cheap, and you've got options for the future if you ever want to get into broadcasting or anything. Overall, guys, I wish I bought this thing first and just used it from the get-go. I wasted a lot of time with all these other units and having problems, but this thing is awesome. It's unreal. I give it a 5 out of 5. And if you want to know any questions about this, guys, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And from here on, guys, we'll do a quick quality test with the microphone plugged into, so we'll just plug that in here, and we'll do a quick quality test, guys, with these settings, and we'll see how it sounds. Let's give it a go now, and you guys can see what it sounds like and let me know how it sounds. Anyway, bye.
Hey guys, so this is the Behringer B1 on the Xenyx 1002. So this is just a quality test. Let me count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you may not be able to notice any noise now. Let's just pause for 5 seconds and do a noise test. Okay, so there you have it, guys. That's the Behringer B1 on the Xenyx 1002. Now, this should be identical to the 802, except the 802 has -2 inputs. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review today. Let me know what you think of this unit. It is only $40, I think. It's really cheap. They're going out cheap as everyone's wanting to buy the USB and audio interfaces, but little do people realize that the onboard audio that comes with like the ALC Realtek 892 or 898, they come with really good ADCs and DACs, guys, so take advantage of it and get yourself one of these. And they'll really complement your onboard audio extremely well. So yeah, guys, peace out for now.